Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Just waiting to see who's joined us this morning. It's a few minutes before 6 a.m. Here in Bang Vieng, and we have our morning greeter over my shoulder, the rooster who he just goes all morning. So for anyone who's watching this later, this is Explore with Lynn. I'm Lynn. We're an Australian couple. We're travelling for a year, and today we are in Biang Bieng in Laos. So it's been raining heavily all night. It's still raining a little bit now, but not too much. We're going to carry the umbrella with us just in case we need it. But there's going to be some muddy puddles. So let's see how we go. Let's get started. I'm just going to wait and see if a few more people turn up and turn this camera around. Good morning, doggo. Don't have anyone at the moment. But we are a bit early. That's okay. Oh, there's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. And hi, Kevin. Good morning. Great to see you. Okay, I thought I turned the camera around. What happened to it? Why is it still looking like that? Let's try that one more time. Bear with me. So, just to recap, there we go. That's better. Just to recap, we are in the town called Bang Vieng. It's 6 a.m. and every morning in Bang Vieng is market morning. This is our hotel. We're standing on the front step of our hotel. Across the way we have the constant rooster. He lives on that roof or in that tree or something. And we're going to go for a little walk. It's been raining all night. It has stopped. We're taking an umbrella with us just in case we need it. And at the moment, I think we'll be all right. But if we walk out of our front door and turn to the right, we can see that they're just setting up with the morning markets along this street here. Hey, Annette, hi. How do you spell the town? Hi, Dawn. It's 2 words, Lisa. Vang, V-A-N-G, Vieng, V-I-E-N. In fact, let me just come up here and I'll show you. Bang Vieng. This is a Bang Vieng Victory Hotel up here, so I can show you on the front of this building exactly how you spell the name of the town. There you go. There'd be a rooster for dinner if I lived there. All right, so here we are. They're setting up for morning markets, which will start soon. This lady's got a whole bunch of eggs. Oh, I just hear another rooster starting up. So we're going to see this morning, we're going to see some market stalls. We're going to see lots of puddles. And we're heading towards the river. But here in the background is our constant view. Let me go and show it to you. This is where we have beers every afternoon. This fellow here has the best view. It's a bit dark in there at the moment, so I can't really show you. It's very rustic, very eclectic. He does motorbike rental, bike rental. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome. But here's our view. This is what everyone comes here for. They come here for the activities. And this town, everything centres around the river, the waterfalls, the caves. There's lots of activities, adventure activities here. So you can go tubing on the river, you can go trekking in the mountains, you can do zip lining. What else is there? Hot air ballooning. We've seen one afternoon there were 6 of them up. And what we did yesterday, which I'll tell you about it. But first of all, let's have a look what we have here. Here's our fishmonger. Sabaidi. And snails. I think they're snails. Yep, we've got snails here. And then we've got fish. Don't have to worry about the price of shop rental around here. They just set up on a tarpaulin by the side of the road. This person looks like they're selling cosmetics, soaps and lotions. It's all in Laos, so I don't know what it says. Here we have some green vegetables. This person, it looks like selling maybe eels. I think they're eels. There we go. Exactly what they are. Like a lot of things around here, what they are. We've got bananas over there, green veg, lemongrass here. Said fried the sound of the net. No, this is where we've been coming to dinner. This place can't see through at the moment because it's shut. That's okay. I signal got. Yeah, I noticed it just for a second. We have a fruit vendor here. All right, so I'm gonna head up this side street and head towards the beach and the river, and let's see what we see along the way. Are you frozen? You frozen? Don't tell me you're frozen. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Are you back yet? They're telling me it's frozen at the moment. Signal's a bit wonky. Coming back. Okay, that's good. I'm going up here and turning right like I said I was going. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know where I'm going. This place here we went to last night. This is where we've had my first wine since leaving Australia. Well, actually, it's my second, but the first one doesn't count because it was atrocious. I can't even remember where we were when we had that one. But that's how memorable it was. It was horrible. Hey, Leisha. I hope you managed to connect. Hi, Mary Lou. So we're going for a walk along just a side street up here. It's going to get a little bit muddy, but it's the shortest route to where we're heading, which is the bridge over the river. So then we'll just see what we see along the way. So Laos is a country, believe it or not, that's the same size as the UK. Here, look at the street. We're gonna jump puddles here. Same size as the UK. I had no idea it was that big. When you look at it on the map alongside Thailand and Vietnam and Myanmar, Cambodia, it looks small, but in actual fact it's the same size as the UK. Now the population of Laos is 7.7 million people, so about a tenth or less the population of the UK. Fabulous glow on the pavement. I'm glad you got to see that, Lisa. It was. I was a little bit worried with all the discussion about the sketchy signal that you might have missed that. So I'm glad you got to see it. And Dawn says, we love to jump a load of puddles here in the UK too. Yes. Absolutely. And I'm glad you got to join us, Alicia. It was looking a little bit sketchy there for a moment. So we're walking along a side street here. We've got a mixture of really just back entrances to hotels and simple residential places. This is a shortcut to the bridge that I'm going to take you to. And Annette says, that's what wellies are for. Absolutely, but they don't fit in your luggage, Annette. Here's another thing that you can do. Here's another activity. You can hire these buggies and they cost, what was it, 500,000 Lao kip for 2 hours. What I suspect they do is, because I don't think they're registered, I think they take those on the back of a truck or something somewhere. You get to drive around for a couple of hours. 500,000 Lao kip is about $35 Australian. And you've got polka dot wellies. All right, so this is, it's not the main street, but it's a bigger street than what we've been on. This has a few more restaurants. Everywhere has activities. And you're still going to ask me what we did yesterday, aren't you? Some of you may have already seen a little bit of a teaser footage. So we went up, and I'll see if I can find you a photo as we walk. We went up in a paramotor, it's called. So I don't know if any of you remember. Oh, here we go. This is where it is here. Look, here we go. So see this, look at this. Look, 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 look. Okay. See that there? See that thing there? We did that. We did it. Yeah, Dawn, we did it. We did it. Richard didn't really love it. I thought it was amazing. It was scary, but it was amazing. The vehicle feels so flimsy. And you've really got nothing between you and certain death if something does go wrong. But my God, it's exhilarating. It was, I had an adrenaline rush for the rest of the day. And that was part of the reason. That was part of the reason why we went for beers. Because it was just exhilarating. Dawn, vertigo? Yeah, Richard gets a bit of that too. He doesn't like heights really, but he has been up in a hot air balloon. And he's also been up in a glider and hated it. When he was a teenager in Germany, his uncle took him up in a glider and he absolutely loathed it. But he bit the bullet and did it, and he's glad he did. So I've got... We went up separately. They only had one, so he went up first, I went up second. It was 15-minute flight each. He took the GoPro and I had the mobile phone. So we've got, different camera angles. It's going to take me, probably a week or two to get it all together. But keep an eye out for it. So if anyone remembers when Kiara went parasailing and he was, I think it was that vehicle that he was going to attempt in Vietnam, and it got called off. I think it was a weather issue. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you may remember that. So yeah, we're completing that adventure circle. So here's another one of these places that organises adventure tours. Oh, Kiara was amazing, wasn't she? Because it was parasailing and didn't have the noise of the motor behind her, you could hear her screams, her exhilarated screams. So it was a mixture of, it wasn't really fear. I really felt that she was just so excited, and she just let out this amazing. Well, I tried to do that, but the motor was a bit loud. Yeah, it was so good. I don't know if he did the parasailing. I do remember he went to an airfield and they were getting ready to take off, and it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And because it was live, there was no way I was going to attempt to do it live. I was too scared that something would happen and I would lose my phone off my gimbal. It would fall, 500 feet to the ground. So I did not want to risk taking my phone up. So we did it all on the GoPro. Yes, but he was attempting to go, and it didn't happen for him. I'm sure that's what happened. I could be wrong, He did go up in something. Yeah. Weather was against hot. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dawn. Yes. So I was remembering correctly. All right. So up along here, it's just a mixture of hotels, lots of ATMs. That day that everything went horribly wrong, and I woke up to, I was just about to onboard Paul. So I was actually sort of, in the middle of messaging him, and I'd just seen a message that there was some sort of global IT outage, and we were down to our last $10. I mentioned it to Paul while I was onboarding him, and I said, "Oh, Paul, what's this about a global IT outage?" He said, "Yeah, I heard something about that." And so, yeah, as soon as I finished with him, I went out looking for ATMs. And there's plenty of them around here. It took me 4 goes, but I did manage to get some cash out, which was a huge relief because otherwise we weren't going to eat that day. All right, so here's the hospital. This is the local hospital. We're just coming past now. And we're on the main road, but there's no one about. It's where are we? 15 minutes, about 6:10 in the morning. I heard about that, but I think it happened when I was asleep. The impact of it kind of lasted a few days, Annette. So if you didn't need to rely on computer systems, airlines were severely affected. I had a friend stuck in Queensland. She couldn't get home. It took her 2 days to get a flight back home to the Blue Mountains because they couldn't do seat allocation or check-in or luggage or anything. All their systems relied heavily on this whatever it was that went out. And it says best time for an IT outage, if you ask me. Dawn says, can you believe my GP couldn't do a simple blood test the day after? This is what things we're relying on. There's been all this, weird chatter about, see, I told you so, cash is best, all the rest of it. It wasn't just about cash. There were so many systems that that we're relying on these systems, on this, what was it, CrowdStrike or whatever it was. I don't even know what it is, but it seemed to affect Microsoft systems or something. But large corporations depended on it, so it really did affect a whole lot of people all over the world. And Dawn says, too much reliance on one company. Exactly. That's exactly right. And there's a word for that, and I forget what it is. All right, so here's a little pawpaw tree with some tiny little pawpaws on it, just up there. And we're seeing still, as we walk, the mountains in the background. This is a primary school, I think, here. So this is a Lao primary school. They need to do some lawn mowing or get a goat or something. And up here we have on our left, it's called Walking Street. So this is where your night markets are. But because it's a bit of a walk, how long have we been walking? 15 minutes. We sort of asked around, and no one was too particularly enthused about Walking Street. So we didn't make the effort to come down here. We've got everything that we need local to where we're staying, so we didn't feel the need to come down here. All right, so we're very close now to where we need to turn down towards the river. There's a technical college. And over on my right here, we've got another accommodation. They've got a computer room. More tours. So you can see this is heavily tourist reliant, this town. Over on this side, we've got the Academy Training Hotel. Hi. So this must be where hospitality training takes place, the academy. And just up there, there's a stop sign just up there. That's where we turn. Oh, it's on. There's the cat. There goes the dog. Yeah, dog lost interest. All right, so who's ready for a rickety bridge? Yeah, Ronnie Lynn, dog chases cat. People have been trying to tell me that dogs and cats get along well together. Well, there's your proof. It actually does happen. Dogs do chase cats. There you go. Who knew? Here we go. Pizza. Pizza is really, really popular here, probably because of the nature of the visitors that they get in this town. They're all young backpackers. We're a little out of place. Okay, so here we go. Here's the reason why we didn't decide to borrow a bike, because this is about the only place we were really thinking about going. But it's just rocks and potholes. And then when we get to the bridge, you'll see what the state of the bridge is. So I'm going to take it a little bit slow here. Just chat among yourselves while I watch where I put my feet for a moment. Don't you love the way they ride a bike and hold an umbrella at this time? And it says, I've been known for pizza, you're killing me. Oh, sorry. So this looks like some sort of pretty cute accommodation over here, these bungalows. I think it's hotel accommodation. Maybe it's, yeah, I don't know. There's a rooster with his chooks. Okay. Heading towards the bridge. I've got to watch it because I do have a tendency to roll over on my ankle. I'm actually very good at it. I love these trees. Look at this, the way the, what do they call them? Epiphytes, I think. Some sort of fern thing attached to the trunk of the tree. So no cars on this bridge. Just duck under the gate here. And then here's the second reason why I said to Richard, we're not borrowing a bike and going over this bridge. Because if you slip off the slippery metal plate, you end up there. So we have to be a little careful. That's the state of the bridge underneath the metal plate. I just hope the bearers underneath are good. And we can see just how fast flowing this river is. And it says, don't say rolled ankle, mine just hollered. Oh, I'm sorry, yes. How are you feeling today, Annette, after your ankle incident yesterday? Yeah, look at this. Everyone, collective prayers for me that the bridge holds. But I figure if the motorbikes can do it, we can do it as well. And look at this mountain. Dawn says, I had loads of sprained ankles when younger as I rolled on mine all the time. Yeah, I was constantly doing it as well. I'm just really particular about the way I place my feet now. And here we go. Look, here's the river. So this is why it's popular with the adventure seekers. They get in there on these big tubes and ride down the current along this river here. You can see there's a whole bunch of kayaks on the opposite shore over there. And we're going to take this rickety bridge. Just keep going. There's an even better bridge up ahead. So you think this one's good? You wait till you see the next one. Look at this. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to break dance down the stairs. Yeah. Well, I hope it's feeling better today, Annette. I know, I sympathise. I know exactly what you feel. After I did mine a beauty back in Malacca, I was off my ankle for 2 weeks. That's how long mine took to heal, but I was walking on it a lot, and I shouldn't have been. And Dawn says, too much emphasis on break. All right, so let's go to the second bridge. So here's the other reason why we didn't bring the push bikes across this bridge. I think Richard's given up on me. He's back there somewhere. And these rocks, yeah, there's no way I'm riding a bike through this. And I always pick the wrong side to walk on as well. Being from a country where we walk on the left, I continually pick the wrong side to walk on. I should be on the other side. But that's okay. There's no traffic coming along here, so I should be fine. All right, so here's the second bridge. And I'm assuming that this isn't a big warning, to not cross it or anything like that, because it's all in Lao and it's no good to me. But here we go. Here's our second bridge. Yes, particularly on this one, because all the timbers all have a curved profile on the top. So it really is bump, 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 bump. So yeah, this is our second bridge. And it's not like it's not in use or anything, because when you get to the other side, there's restaurants and cafes and backpacker hostels and all sorts of. I'm being very slow because I'm watching where I put my feet. Here we go. We're about to see a motorbike come over. So let's stop. Look, the whole bridge moves. Whoa. Okay. All right. Keep going. Okay, I'm taking it really slow, picking every step. Last thing I want to do is step on a board that isn't secure. I didn't even know who that was that passed me. I was looking at the ground. So, did you all say hello? Because I didn't. Here's another bike. I'm going to stop. Oh, there's 2 more coming the other way. I feel like I need to get moving. Get off this bridge now. Wait. Some person. Okay. All right. We're nearly there. We're nearly safe. I mean, look at the profile of these ones. They're round. How do you go over those? Okay, we're safe. It's like when you play chasings and you're safe, you hit bar. Is that right? All right. Oh, Richard is being very careful. Excuse me. Okay, look, he's being very careful as well. It's a treacherous walk across this bridge. I'm pleased to be able to let you know that there is an alternative route back, so we don't have to go back the same way, and it's far safer. We don't have any Kiwis with us today. Look, New Zealand Inspired Cafe. My glasses are steaming up. Don't say safe yet. You still have to come back. No, no, no. We're not going back the same way. Yeah, yeah. Different way back. Different way back. Richard will be relieved about that as well. He says he's swimming. He'd rather take these chances in the river than go back over that bridge. So you know where he stands on all this. All right, so here, look, this looks very nice. Kiwi kitchen. Can I take the umbrella down, or is it still raining?
Give it a test.
Oh, my hand hurts from holding it. So there's that beautiful mountain in the background. When I went on the Parramatta yesterday, oh, here's some of these buggies. I don't know if you can see them. They're a little bit far up the road. When I went on the Parramatta yesterday, we went over, not that peak, it wasn't as high as that, but we went over some peaks. I can't wait to show you the footage because it's just astounding, absolutely astounding. I will, as I'm doing my editing, I will share snippets here and there, screenshots and what have you, just to keep you interested. And hopefully you'll share with all your other friends and bring them along as well. All right, so we're going back through a resort. Did you ride a Snoopy bike? Dawn, what happened with the Snoopy bike was that we went down there to ride the Snoopy bike, and there was a German couple with 2 kids, and they took the last 2 that were actually they took the last 2. I'm signalling that I want the umbrella. He's just packed it away. Look, he's taken his raincoat off because it does make you really, really hot, this plastic raincoat. When we got there, the German couple with their 2 kids had taken the last 2 that were battery, the batteries were charged. So we ended up with a Vespa with a sidecar instead of the Snoopy bike with a sidecar. But I got some photos of it. That's another project. So current projects that I'm working on, we've got the waterfalls with the bear sanctuary and the buffalo dairy farm. I'm working on that right now. Then we've got the ferry across the Mekong and the tuk-tuk ride up the village on the other side. Then we've got the Snoopy bike. I might even combine those 2. I'll see how we go. I'll see if we can fit all that into one event instead of stringing it out into 2. It might be more interesting that way. I mean, they're both fascinating. They're both great experiences, but I'll see how I go. And then, of course, the Parramatta, which I can't wait. I can't wait to show it to you. You'll hear me raving about it. You'll hear me going on about it. But we get to see the Snoopy bikes, Dawn. And I go with my GoPro, and you get to see riding in the sidecar and all of that. So here we go. This is some sort of big something. I'm assuming it's a hotel. I don't think it's apartments. I'm assuming it's a hotel. Sorry, the wind's just picked up. I hope that's not causing too much noise on the microphone. The elephant short I have done. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I've finished it. I've done it. Or did I? Did I upload it? Last night I was pretty tired last night. But I have finished it. So if I haven't uploaded that already, I'll do it today. I just want to make sure I get the right link attached in the description. So yes, thanks Annette. Got on top of that. And some of you may have noticed that I added a whole bunch of extra events to the calendar yesterday. So there were some really interesting ones. I think Annette, you did the short creative writing event today. How was that? All right, so here's the second bridge. That looks much safer. That looks much, much better. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine crossing this one. It's just wet and I'm wearing sandals, so I've got wet feet. That's all right. All right, so we've pretty much seen I mean, you know, there's what you would consider the suburbs, the light industry and all that sort of stuff. But we've pretty much seen the town of Bang Vieng. Down that way, there's another bridge. I think that's a road bridge. I'm pretty sure that's a road bridge down there. You went to the riding event. How was it? Was it interesting? Was it good? I'm keen to get feedback on all these events that I'm posting because, you know, if they're only so-so, if they're only ho-hum, we might rethink how we're going about that. It was interesting. It was based on a work of art. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's your river. And I'm really sorry, I don't even know the name of the river. I know that's poor preparation, but kind of been doing a lot. We've been busy. There's a motorbike going across. All right, so yep, there's another resort of some sort down there. This bridge moves when you walk on it too. Always a little disconcerting. So at night time, I'm guessing that's lit up. It's sort of like a shooting star thing at the top of the bridge there. I just saw a really good puddle. I'm going to have a look at it and see if we can get you a nice reflection shot. It's a bit dull this morning, but we might be okay. We might get something. All right, steps down. And Dawn says, looks like the mist is starting to thin at low level. Yeah, it is. It's lifting a little. All right, let's see what these puddles. All right, so here we go. Richard's heading on back because I'm being too slow. But here we go. Let me see. Is that a good shot? Is that a good reflection puddle shot? It's all right. Okay. So what have I got coming up? At the moment, I've just got 2 more Where Am I Wednesdays. The next 2 will be in, well, I shouldn't give it away, should I? I mean, that's the whole idea. Where am I? The next 2 are still in Laos, put it that way. The following one will be in a completely different part of the world, in a completely different time zone. Now that's going to throw you all, isn't it? So I better get that one scheduled, so to give you plenty of chance to adjust to a completely different time zone. Limestone mountains like Ninh Binh, they are a lot like Ninh Binh, Alicia. And the blue pools around here, which we didn't go to, the blue lagoons, there's 5 of them. We didn't go to them because they are very touristy. So they've been, you know, built up with infrastructure and reinforcing and stuff. But the colour of the lagoons, that really pale blue, because of the limestone in the water. But the waterfall that I'm going to take you to with the bear sanctuary, that has a similar colour water from the limestone. I don't know, can we do anything there? Not really. Nam Song River. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. And now I've just realised that my brain is not functioning at all, because the place across the road from us where we're having beers is called Nam Song Garden. So I should have known that, shouldn't I? Something tells me I'm a bit tired. That's all right. So this town, Bang Vieng, it lies about halfway between Vientiane City, which is the capital city of Laos, and Luang Prabang, where we were last week. It's about 130 kilometres north
of Vientiane. So Vientiane and Luang Prabang are both on the Mekong River, but this town isn't. So the Mekong curves around to the west of here, and this is a smaller river, the Nam Song. We're going to we took the fast train, new fast train, which actually comes from China. So China was involved in the building of it. And it comes down through Luang Prabang, through here, Vieng Vieng, and on to Vientiane. It took less than an hour to get from Luang Prabang to here, and it's about the same, about 50 minutes, I think, to get from here to Vientiane. We're doing that tomorrow. So tomorrow we head on to our very, very last destination in Southeast Asia. And we'll spend 2 weeks there. Annette says, no wonder you're tired. I'm tired just thinking about it. I need a good few lie-ins. Yeah, I probably do, Dawn. That day that we leave Vientiane is going to be horrendous because we're taking a late night flight to Ho Chi Minh City. So we'll be leaving Vientiane at about, I think the flight's about 10 o'clock at night. Arrive in Ho Chi Minh City. The reason we did this is because we didn't have a multi-entry visa for Vietnam, so we're not leaving the airport. Our flight onward to Europe from Ho Chi Minh City is at something like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're just going to be spending those, whatever it is, that was the road down to the bridge. We're going to be spending those 5 or 6 hours just in the airport. There are sleeping pods that you can rent, so we may make use of those. And there's also sort of laid back lounges, reclining lounges that you can use as well. Lion tour. Did I say something that you've misheard, Dawn? No lions here. Or did you see a sign? I don't know. Are there lions here? There shouldn't be. Maybe that's a different kind of cat. I thought lions were purely African. There's a lion on this truck, or there's a cat of some sort on this truck. It was on a truck window. Oh, is it something like this? Oh, I don't know. It was on a tour bus. Completely missed it. All right, I don't know. Maybe it's just a brand. Maybe it's just the name of the tour company. That's possible. I think it was the name of the tour company. Yeah, I think you're right, Annette. I think that's probably what it is. All right, so we're kind of heading back along the main road now, which means that I'm just about finished. Did you enjoy this walk this morning? I know there wasn't much to show you, really. It was me just gabbing on about nothing. So I hope I kept you entertained. But I do like to keep up this routine of the weekly get-together. And most of the time we'll have something really interesting to look at. If you stick with me, we'll head back towards the view of the mountains and see if that mist has lifted a little. And Lynn says, bridges and water are always fun. Thank you, Lynn. And thank you, Lisa. Oh, my hand's seizing up holding this gimbal. So here we are back at Walking Street. There we go. So that's a night market. In fact, if we head back, I reckon those morning markets will be a little bit more lively now than when we first started out. So let's see what's happening back there. Tell you, wearing this raincoat, this plastic raincoat, I feel like I'm in a sauna. I've got moisture dripping from my brow, and I can't show you because I've got an umbrella in one hand and the gimbal in the other. So I can't actually do very much. My hands are literally tied. And Dawn says, it's been fun, nice to chat and see area where you're staying. Thanks, Dawn. And Alicia says, glad to see the town. We skipped it. Oh, you didn't actually get to Vang Vieng? It's very pretty, but there's, unless you're into the whole, all the adventure stuff, there's not a lot else to do here. So I'm not aware of any museums. I'm not aware of, I think there was one temple. I figured you guys are probably a little bit templed out by now. Plus, if you're not, there'll be another opportunity to see temples when we get to Vientiane. So other than that, it really is just a small town. And as Lynn said, the bridges were fun. They were fun. I'm glad I didn't trip over and do my ankle while I was crossing. That would have been a complication. I didn't need it right now. All right, so let me think, how far back is it? So we're starting to see a little bit more traffic. What is it? It's 45 minutes we've been going, so it's around about 20 to 7 in the morning. So here we can see trucks with kayaks on top. There's a shed there full of kayaks. This is the industry of the town. It's all activity, tourism. We've seen young people walking around town in just their bikinis. They've obviously been left somewhere. All their possessions removed from them as they tubed down the river and then had to walk back home or something. I don't know. And Ronnie Lynn says, wonderful walk, never been to Asia, but on my bucket list. Definitely, Ronnie Lynn, if you get an opportunity, definitely do it. But my one piece of advice would be don't have high expectations, be flexible. I think the worst thing that you can do coming to Asia is expect to live like you do back home, because things are a little bit more rustic, a lot simpler. Here, expect to eat from street stalls. The food is safe, probably safer than food that's sitting for any length of time in a bain-marie, put it that way. Good morning, Zabaidi. These are all food stalls here. See, we've got the half, what we call a 44-gallon drum. I don't know what you guys in the Americas call it, but that over there we call a 44-gallon drum. It's been cut in half, and that's used for putting the coals in to cook over. Got the Silver Naga Hotel here. Dawn says probably safer and fresher than Western food. I would say so, Dawn. It's all cooked fresh. You know, it's all fresh ingredients. There's little to no over processed food. There is fried food, but you know, there's plenty of choice. You don't have to have fried food. Annette says, yeah, Ronnie, it's not going to be like when you visit me, Your Royal Highness. Yeah, we want photos of that, you guys. When you two get together, we want photos. We're all expecting to see the shenanigans you two get up to. For those of us who do true crime, we call that 40-gallon drum trouble. Oh, yeah, okay. You've all heard of Snowtown, right? Look up Snowtown, South Australia. That's an interesting use of drums. In Japan and Korea, I could taste the difference so much. Yeah, absolutely. Everything's so fresh. All right. Okay. Motorbike hire. Here's all these little scooters. We could have hired one of those. The reason we didn't, our insurance doesn't cover it. So if we were to have an accident and end up in hospital, the cost would be horrendous. So don't even go there when it comes to what we did yesterday. All right, okay. Not going to enter into that discussion. Moving right along. Yes, that's another topic we won't discuss. What would have happened with the insurance? You guys will definitely get pics when Ronnie comes to visit. Probably mug shots too. All right, I'm starting to see a glimpse of the mountains between the buildings here. So the mist has lifted a little. It is still raining, which is a shame because it means it's dull. But that's okay. We'll still get to see the mountains, which are always beautiful in all conditions, and they're always changing. So, yeah, Dawn, I agree. Lynn, are you sure that you want to see anything with both Annette and I together? Huh. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And Annette, we want a tour. Yeah, I agree, Dawn. You turn that camera on and you stick it on that gimbal, and you two girls can have a chat, and we'll be there. We'll be there as eavesdropping on your chat. All right, not much further, and we'll be able to head back down towards the river and see what the mist is doing. See if it's any easier to see. Let's see what the market stalls are doing. If things have livened up at all. There we go, Annette. You've been told. So November, you reckon? Yeah. Is this when it's going to happen? I'm still working on whether we're going to get to California or not. We're leaning towards yes. There's a very good chance. We're leaning towards yes. Okay. And I'm kind of thinking my brother's place for Christmas. So and that way we get to have a Skype call with my mum. November, yeah. Okay. I think we might, if we follow our mud map plan at the moment, look at this thing. Look at this leaf. If we follow my mud map plan at the moment, we might be in Ireland in November or early December. Not sure. At the moment, our tentative plans look something like 2 weeks in Cologne, that's definite. 3 to 4 weeks in Morocco. Part of that's been booked. The flight's been booked. From there, we think that we'll get the ferry back across to Spain, by which time, hopefully, the temperatures in Spain will have dropped and the accommodation costs as well. That's our hope anyway. So, there we go. There's the mountain there. Ronnie changed her flight to fly into San Francisco, and I got us a fabulous Airbnb. Oh, great. Then we'll be back home to my place 2 days before Thanksgiving. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool plant. I don't know what it's called. I wonder if it's related to the philodendron. And from Spain, I'm hoping that there might be a way that if Paul ends up in Spain, and there's a chance my daughter might go as well, so we'll be gradually moving north. So I'm keeping a flexible plan, in place, so that if my daughter is able to visit, I'll get to catch up with her maybe somewhere around Madrid. And then after that, hopefully Paul, if he goes to do the Camino again, it'll be later in October and I can head in that direction towards the end of October. And then we're kind of thinking that we might like to dip our toe into France. Again, this is all going to depend on accommodation costs. Some countries obviously are more expensive than others, and flights and train trips and stuff like that come into the equation as well. So, all right. So we've got markets. Let's go this way. We've got markets at both ends. This is going back the way we came. But let's see what the stores are looking like now. Paul likes winter in Spain. I'd love to host you and Richard for a while. And I'll keep you posted. So that's our tentative plan at the moment. And then if we do head in your direction, it would be like mid to late December, with the intention of arriving back in Australia early to mid-January. So that's the time frame we're kind of looking at. I have a friend in Ireland outside of Dublin, so there's a chance that I've already made contact with him. It'd be great to catch up with him and his wife, Colin and Caroline. I used to work with Colin in London when I was working for Canon in London. We were both on the same sales team. Alrighty, so here we are back at the market stalls. And over here we have a lady who is trimming, I'm not sure, are they bamboo shoots or are they banana shoots? Not sure what they are. There. So she trims them, cleans them up. You'll have booted Ronnie by then. And then we've got fish on these sticks here. I think these parcels will be sticky rice. And then there's some sort of green veg here. Look. So these parcels, I imagine, will be sticky rice. We've got tiny little fish. And then I think these are these little eggplants. Sabadi. And more snails. Look at the snails. There we go. Snails. I want to dare Richard to have some. Oh, I wonder if I can go in here. I actually just want to have a look. I don't know if... This is where we've been having dinner most nights. I don't know if we can go in because it's really not open. Or maybe, I don't know. There's no one around I can ask if I can wander in. Let me just see. Doors are open. Let's see if I can have a look at the view from here. Look at this. Sugarcane. Oh, possibly. I've got to get this umbrella back up. Look at this bridge. You're glad we didn't cross that one. Look at that. Still shuddering from roasted grasshoppers. All right, I'm going to scoot out of here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just beautiful. So every afternoon we sit at that fellow's place and have share 2 beers, look at that view. Okay, sorry vegetarians. There's your chicken. Put this umbrella back up. But it's a lot more lively than it was an hour ago, isn't it? Look, stuff being put out here. Tiny fish. I don't know what these are. What are these? Little fish? It could be little fish. We've got banana leaves that is used for everything. I think that's banana flowers, those purple things. I've got a motorbike trying to get through, so I'll just shift out of the way. Here's another lady cleaning up some sort of stalk of some sort. I don't know what it is. Really, really need someone with knowledge to walk you around and tell you what these things are, don't you? There's a lady selling chickens. Another lady selling chickens. All right. Here's the lady with the fish again. I just want to get past her if I can. Although it doesn't look like there's going to be a way. This is the perfect spot to stand. If I can get through, maybe behind this lady. Okay, yeah, here we go. And you should have seen how many butterflies there were at this spot yesterday. All right, so there's our view. So down here below me, this spot here was just full of butterflies yesterday. There's the river down there. This is a little island, so that's an offshoot of the Nam Song, or it is the Nam Song because that's an island. And then these little huts over there. I don't know if they're accommodation or what they are. Here's where we sit and have beers in the afternoon. It looks a bit rickety, doesn't it? But it's absolutely fantastic just sitting here looking out over the mountains. Every afternoon, someone somewhere over there sets up lanterns and they just go up into the sky. So you'll see, once it gets dark, if it's not raining, of course, and a stream of lanterns just going up into the sky. Yeah, so there we are. Let's have a... This is cute. Oh, I want one of those. Look at that. Let's have just a quick look. I know I've gone over time. Let's have a little quick look up the other side where the markets are. Our room is up there, the end one on the lowest level, just where you can see that air conditioner there. That's our room. Whew. And this fellow's got all sorts of paraphernalia. He's got, look, I don't know if you can see, there's a garden bed there. You see the garden bed? And the garden edging is old sewing machines. All right, this fellow's chopping up coconuts, taking the outer husk off, using a machete. You'd have to be good with a knife, don't you? Okay, just watching out for the traffic. All sorts of green things. I have no idea. I think there might be eggplants. I think those green ones might be the greener ones, or might be eggplants, but I don't know what the light green ones are. The pale green ones. No idea. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Annette, it's one floor up. We chose the first floor instead of the third floor because of the fewer number of steps to climb. As it is, one flight is enough. So, um, lots of people selling rice, sticky rice, noodles. We've got noodles here, noodles and a sauce. Yeah, there's a sauce there. Kalpun. Ah, right. Okay, so she's got. I'm guessing that she's got maybe a meat or something in that pot or a broth. But yes, you've got the noodles, the greens, and the sauce in those bags there. And kalpun. Oh, look, that's a big fish. Catfish. Whoops. You just take your motor glider to the third floor. I don't know what we have here. No idea. No idea at all. So, yes, of course, we're not cooking for ourselves, so we have no need to be purchasing fresh produce in the market. We leave that up to everyone else. This is sticky rice on a paddle pop stick. It's served with a sauce. So, sticky rice patties. And longan fruit. I think I've showed you longan fruit once before. It's a little bit like a small lychee. The seed's quite big, so there's actually not a lot of fruit um, for the size of the whole fruit, if that makes sense. And more fish. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't want to see a turtle. I'm sorry, I don't want to see a turtle. Okay. All right. Well, I think we'll finish there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll get back to the hotel, put the umbrella down, and turn the camera around. You can see what a mess my hair is now. Also, don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Oh, we've got lovely fresh mushrooms down here. Mm. Big snails. More mushrooms. Okay, here we go. Lots of people have got the French breadsticks. It's very popular here, the baguettes. No, they're actually the half-length baguettes that are used for making the banh mi sandwiches, like in Vietnam. And there we go. This is the one that we hired through. So it was $50 for 15 minutes. And we're back at our hotel. So let me just get this umbrella down and I'll turn the camera around. Give me a sec. Right. Oh, and there's our laundry. It's been out for about 2 days. When the sun is out, it sits out there in the middle of the road. She moves the racks out there, oops, near the swimming pool on the corner there. So we walk down the street and oh, yeah, there's our clothes. Nice walkie talkie. Thank you, Annette. Let me just turn this camera around. There we go. Camera, front camera. Look at me. I'm an absolute mess. Ah, I've got a very wet face. It's not from the rain. And I'm going to turn around so you've got the mountain behind me if I can. Let me see. How good am I at doing that? I'm terrible at positioning. Oh, there it is. No. So I want to go left and it wants to go right. No, I just can't do it. I need more practice. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next Wednesday if I don't schedule something between now and then. Otherwise, catch you on someone else's tour. Don't forget to check out the calendar and have a look at what else is coming up. As I said, you can wave to your clothes. As I said, I've added a lot of extra events too. So if there are gaps on the calendar when there's no actual guides doing something, check out the extra events because some of those are really, really interesting, or they sound interesting anyway. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. And see you again real soon. Ronnie, that's how you're going to do your laundry here. All right. Bye, everyone. Mary Lou, did I say hello to you? Did I see you come on? You've been very quiet. Okay. Bye, everyone.